Hi, so today we're going to be running our practical investigation on Natural Sciences Grade 7, where we're going to be investigating how the plants grows when they are exposed to light and when they are not exposed to light, where we're going to check exactly what's happening when the seed is planted in the darkness with water and when it's planted in the darkness without water. And then same applies when the seed is planted in the light with water and without water. So here we go. We're going to be going through the process. Thank you. Yeah, so practical investigation will be carrying on where we have our apparatus here. We got the container A, which is light and clear, which will be placed in the light. And then that one, the first one, will be planted a seed on, and then we're also going to be pouring your water on a daily basis, and then to check how the plant grows within the period of 2 weeks. And then also you have the container B, which is light and clear. It's going to be placed in the light as well, but we're not going to be pouring water there. But it's also going to be placed like in the light and see how the seed grows within the period of 3 weeks. And then we have the container C, and the container C, we're also going to be having our seed and soil there. We're going to plant our seed and see how it grows, and then we're going to pour water there, and then see how it grows when it's exposed to the darkness. And then on the container D, we're also going to be having the seed there, but we're not going to be pouring water in that particular period. So we're also going to be having our water there. We're going to be pouring into our plants. We're also going to be having the ruler. We're going to be taking the measurement of our plants after 2 days for the period of 2 weeks. Thank you. Carrying on with our experiment, we have our soil there in the containers. So we're about to start with the process. So we have planted our seed there in the containers A, which will be placed in the light, and then B will also be placed in the light as well. And then C and D will be placed in the darkness, so it's going to be exposed to the shadow. And then we're going to be pouring water after each and every 2 days. Here we are after some couples of some weeks, and then we got our containers in here whereby two seeds were planted in different containers. So you can see the first one, which is A, which is this one, was poured water for a couple of sometimes, and then this one, no water was poured in there, and it's not growing as much as the other one. So these are the results after a week for this seed growing when they are exposed to light. Thank you. So here are the results for the seed that were planted in the darkness. So number C was planted in the darkness, and then it's growing much better than D because water was poured in number C, and then on number D, not enough water was poured in there, so there was no water was poured in number D. So the plant was not growing according to what we were expecting it to be. So those are the results after a week time. So in conclusion, according to the experiment that we have conducted, we have realized that what is happening in here, for the seed to grow, it requires water and light, because the light acts as an energy to the plant, and then without energy, the seed can't be able to grow. So that's what we have observed in the period of 3 weeks. And what we have been doing throughout, we've been checking the measurement on how the plant is growing through that period. So all in conclusion, the experiment was very productive, where we used our 4 containers labeled A, B, C, D, and we used the ruler, we used the seed, and we also used the water and the soil as well, where we were planting a seed and taking some measurement. So all in all, we have learned that our plants, in order for them to grow, our seed, in order for it to grow and be productive, it requires water and light. The plants which were exposed to the sunlight, they grew much better than the plants which were exposed to the darkness only. And the plants which were not having water throughout, they didn't grow as much as the one which were exposed to water on a daily basis. Thank you.